So if you join me on the last video, we went through the things I don't like about my Model 3 Highland. There's a few little things, but it's not all doom and gloom. There are obviously a lot of things that I do love about this car. So in this video, we're going to go through the car and we'll talk about the things that I absolutely love and reasons why you should buy this car. This time you join me inside my Model 3, which is a 2025 Model 3 long-range all-wheel drive, so the Highland update model. Some of these things might be specific to this vehicle, others to Teslas in general, and a lot of them are just the benefits you get from having an EV. So let's have a look at the things I love about driving this car. I do believe it's the best looking Tesla, since obviously all these cars have been refreshed and now have their own distinct looks. Obviously back in the day, the Model 3 and the Model Y looked quite similar, but since the Model 3 refresh, they've improved a lot of it. The fishiness, as people call it, design has gone. You've now got these lovely kind of slimmer headlights with some lovely daytime running lights and the way that they look, which are fabulous. The rear lights as well, I love that kind of split design to them, and obviously they go up with the boot as well, so there's no kind of split between the boot lid and the actual body of the car anymore, which is lovely. I love the simplicity of it as well. I love where they use angles where they need to, like the creases in the doors, but then the smoothed off areas like the bumpers, then the bonnet, etc. I love how it's kind of got a kind of sleek, kind of comfortable design to it, but it's also quite striking as well. I think just compared to the older Model 3 that looked just very friendly, nothing wrong with it, but this has a bit more slight aggression to it, and I just do think it is a beautiful looking car. I think when you compare it to the Model Y with the light bars, which I think are becoming a bit more generic now, especially with the Chinese market of cars coming out, the Model 3 still has kind of a unique look to it. Of course, you've also got the nice like sloping roofline being a saloon car as well, and obviously the glass roof, which from inside and outside looks fantastic. Moving on to the side of the car, I love the fact that the handles are integrated. It gives a nice smooth appearance to the car, and you've got nice angles to the doors as well. So it's not just one flat surface. Now the paint. So I obviously went for the pearl white paint on this car because I just love how it contrasts against the black trim. So you obviously got the trim around the windows, you've got the door handles, you've got the camera systems, and obviously with the default wheels as well, it just gives that lovely contrast between the white and the black, compared to going all black where everything could obviously get kind of mixed into one. So I do love the contrast of the white cars. Obviously the other colours as well, you've obviously got the premium colours, so you've got their Quicksilver and their red, their ultra red colour, both which look fantastic as well, which I've seen in person. Moving on to the exterior storage spaces. So obviously you've got your boot at the rear, and then you've also got a front boot where the engine would be, which is common on some electric cars. Not all of them have them, so obviously it's always a positive that some manufacturers will use that space and give you more storage. But we'll start with the normal boot in the rear. Obviously it's a saloon style, so obviously the glass at the back is fixed, so there's a smaller boot opening, but it's a perfect kind of space for actually loading stuff in. It's not too small, the opening. Obviously if you need to carry massive items, then it might be a hindrance, but your normal items, suitcases and boxes and all that, storage is fine. The actual space in the boot is vast. I think you've got 585 litres of storage, which goes all the way down to the back seats, so I can't even really reach the back from being on the outside. And not just that, you've got a nice storage space underneath the false floor as well, and you've even got side pockets. So there's plenty of space in the back. I love how the boot lid is also automatic as well. So it's powered as well. That just kind of adds that premium feel to the car as well. So you're not manually lifting the boot. You can open it from the screen, your phone, or obviously the catch underneath as well. Moving on to the front boot. Again, opened by your phone or the touchscreen. But you can't manually open it from outside, so you've got to do it because it's electric latch. But great storage inside there as well. Like I said, not all electric cars have that, so it's quite, I'm not going to call it a premium feature, but it's a good feature to have. So you've got decent storage. You can store your cables in there, or you can store things you don't want to kind of like mess up the boot. So any muddy items or wet items, or even smelly items. It's just nice to have as well. I mean, I mentioned in obviously the other video, it would have been nice to use a space like with bag hooks and a drain port like the Model Y has. But I still think when it boils down to it, it's a decent usable space, and I'm very happy to have it. There are some little features on this car that I love as well. I like how the washer jets for the front windscreen are integrated into the wiper. So you've not got them on top of the bonnet or under the bonnet, they're just integrated and it washes the window very well. I love the fact that the charging port is electric, so you can open it from the screen on your phone. So you've not got a manual one that you've got to press it open. You don't know if it's unlocked, if the car's unlocked or locked. You're not messing around, and it's not massive, like a big air flap on the side of the car like some electric cars have. I also love the fact that the design of the charging port is mirrored on both sides. It's kind of integrated into the light design as well. So again, it's not like a big stuck-on afterthought as well. It's just perfectly thought about features just to make this car more streamlined. I also love the fact that the windows are frameless as well. That kind of adds the premium kind of features to this car. I also love the fact that you have two colours. You have your main paint colour and then you have the black. There's no kind of chromes anymore or different kind of like body coloured plastics. It's just a simple design. Two colours, the one you pick and the black. Now we're going to move into the car. Let's have a look at the interior features of the car that I love. So looking at the design of the inside of the car, I love it. I love Tesla's minimalist interior design. I love obviously just the simple, no messing around, no buttons, no kind of extra things that you'll ever touch once. Anything physical in this car is an item that you'll need a lot, like the open door button, the window buttons, obviously the buttons on the steering wheel and the scroll wheels. Other than that, it's a screen. And I love technology. I've got a background in technology. I absolutely love it. So it's kind of the perfect design for me. But I wouldn't even say if you're not a big fan of technology, don't be scared of it. You'll get used to it. And it's very simple as well. Everything's just not cluttered. It's simple. It's very nice. Elegant, I'd even say. Looking at the materials they've used as well. Obviously, you've got a lovely mix of materials. There's no scratchy plastics in this car. You've got kind of soft touch faux leather on top of the doors. On the dual motor cars, you've got a lovely Alcantara kind of suede effect on the doors as well. You've got a nice fabric on top of the dash. The seats by default are all the faux leather that Tesla use as well, which are lovely. The seats are comfortable, like I've said. They are heated and ventilated in the front and heated in the back. You've got a lovely ambient lighting strip that runs all the way around the car and even into the back as well, that you can change on the screen to have whatever colour you want. And talking about the back as well, the back is just as premium as up front. They've not skimped on quality in the back. They still get the same touch materials. Obviously heated seats, they get the Alcantara in the back, the ambient lighting, and that is all stunning and matched with this lovely glass roof as well, which lets so much light in and it keeps the cabin looking really bright. Even when you go for the base black seats and not the white seats, it's still a lovely bright interior. I also love that the vents are hidden away. They're not manual vents, it's just kind of one big opening of the car as well, which I think it just adds to that clean design. You're not having individual kind of vents. Basically, there's a single point where you can control where the airflow is coming from, so you're not having to reach over and change a vent or blow it away from you. It's very simple. It's just nice and clean, like I said. I love the center console. I love the fact you've got two phone chargers up top, and then you've got massive storage bins and cup holders that can all be covered as well, so they're not always on show. If you want the clean look with nothing on show, you can close the bins. Obviously, you can use it for proper storage to hide from people you don't want to see. Stuff when you obviously park your car, you can hide stuff in the storage bins as well. And just the materials used on them and the damp closing of them, it just feels very premium in this car. Especially for the price point as well. Yeah, you've got nice materials in here that you don't see on cars equally priced, or even some cars that are more expensive. Here, they've really focused on the touch points of this car, and they know where you're going to touch a lot, and where you're obviously not, and they're focused on those areas that you touch a lot, and those areas feel really, really premium front and back. Another great thing is the visibility in this car as well. The front window, it's quite steep obviously for the aerodynamics, but it's still, you get a really good view out. You sit, above the dash is quite low down, so you can always see the front of the car as well. So you've got great visibility, especially when parking or in tight spaces. You can see the edges of the car as well. And looking at the back, obviously the glass roof helps because it expands into the rear window as well, giving you kind of one nice big pane of glass. And obviously you've got these little kind of spotlight windows to the side as well. So yeah, rear visibility is great. And of course you've got the amazing camera system as well, which we'll go into. So you've got cameras all around the car. So you've got ones in the windows, you've got ones on the back, you've got some on the side looking back, at the front. So visibility with them helps a lot. Obviously that's used for the autopilot system, but obviously you can use the rear one for reversing, the side one's used for reversing as well. You've got blind spots kind of monitoring when you use your indicators, which use the cameras as well. So visibility is just perfect when driving this car. You don't feel too big, you know kind of where the edges of the car are, which is perfect. Obviously, you can't talk about any Tesla without talking about the screen. It is the kind of heart of the car, the soul of the car, this massive screen. So there's lots of things about it that I love. So let's have a deep dive into it and let's have a look at the great features of the screen. So by now you're probably all familiar with the Tesla screen, but there's so much I love about this car. So simple. The main screen, I love, you obviously got the image of the car that you've got with the right wheels and the right colour, and you can move it around. You can open the boot, the charge port, the front of the car as well. If you open any doors of the car, it's kind of mirrored on the visualization as well, which it's just nice to have. You've got your maps here, but you can expand the maps as well. And the map is lovely. It's fast. It's obviously the satellite view, it's responsive. You can see traffic information on it. You can even see things like the weather information on it for the area over the next 15 hours. Of course, being an electric car, what's important? You need to see chargers. You can click that. You can see all the Tesla superchargers nearby. You can see the EV on the move ones here. You can obviously see actual Tesla superchargers as well. It's got things like the price, which is important. That's what you want to see. It's got everything when it comes to navigation. It's great. If you need to navigate on a long journey somewhere, like I want to go to Edinburgh, you simply type in Edinburgh. It will calculate the route, and it will even calculate the charging stop that you need. For an example, if I want to go to Edinburgh, I'm currently on 76%, which gives 260 miles, which is enough to kind of do. Realistically, you should be able to do that on one charge, but just to be safe, it'll say, you'll get to Gretna Green, 26%, charge for 5 minutes, and you can get to Edinburgh with 10%. Obviously, you can adjust the arrival energy there, which it's just simple. This is what you want with electric cars. You want that to do all the work for you. You don't want to have to be planning and worrying about charging stops, because that's what's keeping people out of electric cars, is the worrying about the charging stops. So navigation's great like that. I also love that at any time you can pop up your cameras. You can have a look behind you or around you. You don't have to be in reverse for it. I love the fact, obviously, you've got all the apps as well. So you've got things like Tidal, Apple Music, you've got Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube Music. So you use music and Spotify, of course. You've got music apps for everyone as well. You've got things like Zoom. You can have a Zoom call in the car if you want. You've got fun features like karaoke as well. And the thing I love, especially when you've got either longer charge stops or you just want to have a little break in the car, is you've got theatre mode. So you've got things like Netflix and YouTube that you can watch, or Twitch, while you're chilling in the car. You're not a fan of watching stuff, you can play some games. You've got the arcade. You've got, games. You've got Sudoku, and you've got Solitaire. You've got Fallout Shelter, Stardew Valley, Cuphead, chess. So there's no, as much people say, oh, you've got to stop for long periods of times. No, you don't. you saw that journey from here to Edinburgh, 5-minute stop. But even if you do need to stop for longer, or you just want to have a break, you've got things to do, which is just different from what other car manufacturers do as well. It's not just your nav screen, it's the full screen, the full car experience. You do everything through it. I do, and I like that. I like the clean fit. I don't mind the visualizations for the climate control. It's clean and simple. If you want to change your airflow, you just move it like this. You're like, oh yeah, like that. Or you split the beams. It's just very simple. Obviously, you got your heated seats and ventilated seats here. So overall, it's a very easy screen to use. It's nice and bright. It's got all the settings you need. It's all laid out. Very simple as well. And like I said, it's fast. It responds well, because I mean, you'd hope it would, as it is the heart of the car. So I do just love the Tesla, as people call it, infotainment system. I still think it is class leading. The thing I love is how simple it is to get in and drive as well. The key is your phone, and I'll show you how easy it is to get in the car and go. So the car's locked here, as it would be, and all you've got to do, simple, is walk up to the car. Open it. It opens because you've got your phone. You get in. Simple as that. Close the door. Put your seatbelt on. Seatbelt's on. Press the brake pedal. And it's straight into drive. And after that, you can move and get on your merry way. Talking about putting the car into drive, I love that feature too, which is kind of shift out of park. So the auto shift out of park feature is great. It uses the camera system, so it'll know if there's a car in front or a car behind or whatever. It'll know which way, obviously, you want to go. So for example, I got in there, there's nothing around me, so it's assuming I want to go into drive. So I put my foot on the brake, it puts it into drive. Perfect. If I was parked with a car in front of me, I press the brake, it put it into reverse. It works all the time. So people say, oh, you've not got your stalk to do the changing of, gears, changing of drive selection. But the screen's fine. It works. Obviously, you've got the backup as well, but the car 95% of the time will do it for you. So it's easy. It's, again, easy car to drive. So let's talk about the kind of features of the car, the software features that I love as well, because there's a lot of them. First up is Sentry Mode. So Sentry Mode, it uses all the cameras around the car that I mentioned previously as a dash cam, and you've also got an interior camera as well. So in the settings, you can turn it on, and when you lock the car and walk away, it'll engage Sentry Mode, and it'll obviously record like a dash cam. So if anything happens while you're away, the car is recording, and you can capture that and you can view that from the app. It'll notify you as well, and that's been handy for me because unfortunately I had somebody hit my car while it was parked. Luckily I was next to the car outside it, but the dashcam footage was saved, and it's obviously good to have for the insurance just in case. So it's invaluable in my head, really. Of course you can get a dashcam, and some people do get an additional dashcam anyway, but this one's obviously linked to the car and the battery, so it'll work when it's parked without having to kind of fully hardwire it in as well. And it just has that OEM look, so you're not having to have an extra dash cam as well. And it can also be used as a deterrent as well. So if someone's nearby your car looking in or trying the handles, it'll flash up on the screen saying Sentry Mode is activated. The lights will come on. And I think even recently with a software update, the interior lights will kind of glow red as well, just to give those people a second thought about going anywhere near your car, especially with some vandals kind of cases, especially with the whole Elon Musk ordeal, which we're not going to get into with this video, but it just kind of gives you peace of mind. So I do love the Sentry Mode system. Next up are the climate control modes, as I think I'll call them. So obviously being an electric car, you can keep your climate on while you're not in the car, which is great. So you've got things like keep climate, so when you get out of the car, it's a hot day or cold, when you go and do your shopping or whatever you're doing, it'll keep the aircon on in the car, which is great. You get back to a nice cooled down car, or obviously a nice warmed up car. You're not sat shivering or sweating, and just little features like that I do really like. And to go on top of that, you've got dog mode. So if you need to keep your dog in the car, you can put dog mode on, and again, it'll keep that aircon going. But this time it'll have a message on the screen just to say, don't worry, the driver will be back soon. The aircon is on and it's currently X degrees inside, which obviously will just stop people from seeing a dog in a car and smashing your windows in. And then obviously you've also got camp mode as well. So if you want to go camping in your car, you can use that, and again, it'll just keep the climate on overnight, just to kind of keep it nice and comfortable. And all these features, they don't really touch the battery percentage at all, like minimal percentage loss. So don't worry about, oh, I don't want to lose 20% of my battery by keeping my aircon on. You won't. It's very energy efficient, so don't worry about battery drain using those features. Another thing that I love is the actual mobile app that you get when you have your Tesla. Basically, you can control so many features when you're not in the car using your phone. So again, like I said, you can unlock the car, obviously. You can open the boot. You can open the front bonnet of the car as well remotely. You can turn the climate on. Obviously, you can defrost your car from your phone as well in the winter time, which is lovely. So you're getting into a car, windows all cleared of ice, and obviously it's nice and warm. You can beep the horn if you need to do that if you want. You can make the car fart from your phone as well. You can obviously check the location of your car, so in case you've lost it in a car park, you can do that with flashing the lights. And of course, with Sentry mode, you can view the cameras of the car at any point from your phone as well. It's a very well designed app. Like it just works. When you're supercharging, you get live indicators of where you're up to on your phone as well. Obviously, so you just not having to pay those idle fees. The app for this car is great, and it just adds on. It gives you that lovely kind of premium feel. Everything just works, and that's what's important. I just want everything to work. Now, software updates, that's a big part of this as well. So you buy the car, usually you buy a car and you're just locked with the software that comes with the car, and anything that gets improved they usually save for the next model year. But not with Tesla. There are continual software updates. So the day you buy your car, that's not the best your car's ever going to be. They're constantly adding features to the car over the air. So you simply park up at home, your car's connected up to Wi-Fi. If there's a software update, it'll tell you and you can install it. And the next time you get in your car, you've got loads of new features. So since owning my car, we've got matrix LED headlights now as well, so they'll blank out part of the beam while we're driving as well. So you can always drive with your full beams on, but it's not dazzling other people. Recently, they've allowed you to change the colour of the ambient lighting to match the album cover of the song you're listening to, and they'll also kind of pulse to the beat. And if you're parked, you can turn Rave Cave on, and they'll be really bright, and it's just a really cool feature that didn't come with the car that I've now got. Other features, like I can open the passenger door next to the charge port and unlock the charging port for you. Before that, you would have had to either use the button on the charger if it's a supercharger, or use your phone or come into the car to unlock it. But a simple thing like that, over the software, now I can unlock the charging port using the door handle. Let's talk about the speaker system in the Teslas. So it's their own in-house system as well. So it's not external, so it's not JBL, it's not Bang & Olufsen, it's Tesla's own engineered system. And in the dual motor cars, so the Performance and this all-wheel drive one, you get the upgraded 17 speaker system. So you've got subs in the booth, you've got tweeters, you've got multiple ones in the doors, they're all around the car, and it sounds amazing. I thought my old Kia had a JBL system. I thought that sounded great, but this car takes it to the next level. The bass is insane. The clarity of it all, it is so kind of immersive. And I would say it's probably one of the best speaker systems in a car today. And the fact that it's an in-house system as well, just adds to that as well. So you're not paying extra for kind of a Bang & Olufsen or JBL. Like I said, it's a really good speaker system. If you've not heard it, I'd say, again, get down to Tesla and take one for a test drive and put your favourite song on. You will be surprised. Of course, you can edit different things on the screen. You can obviously change the equalizer. You can change your mids and your highs and your bass, your sub bass. And you can change where in the car the kind of sound's coming from to kind of immerse yourself personally as well. So again, speaker system is first class in this car. Next, let's have a look at charging and the costs and the efficiency of this car. So efficiency, love that. It's such an efficient car. Obviously with the design of the car, it's kind of nice and aerodynamic with the wheels and the shape of the car. You've got very good efficiency figures. You know, on some drives you're talking of above 5 miles per kilowatt hour. That's giving you a range close to 400 miles non-stop. Well, that's kind of way more than you need for any car, for electric cars, especially with the charging network. You know, you can do a good 4.5 hours of driving without stopping, and then a 10-15 minute stop can give you another 3 hours of driving, which is more than enough. That is perfect. Compared to other cars in the competition, it is very efficient, and obviously that means it's cheaper to run as well. When you're charging at home on 7p a kilowatt hour, you're talking filling up the car for, £3, £4. £3-4 for nearly 400 miles of driving. No petrol diesel car can do that. It's so cheap to run. To add on to that, I also love the, obviously, maintenance of this car, or lack of maintenance, should I say. There's no maintenance plan with this car. You're not having to take it for the yearly service or every 10,000 miles like other cars. Even other electric cars, you still need to do that because it's a big money maker for other cars like BMW, etc. All you need to do is, I think, cabin air filter every 2 years really, and maybe brake fluids 3 years or something like that. And even then, it's only just to get them checked over. They might not need doing, but the car will tell you if there's anything wrong as well. It's all connected. It will know something's wrong, go and take it for a service. And even how easy it is to do a service, it's all done through the Tesla app as well. You schedule it and you take it, you drop it off, and it's all updated through the app. It's all easy. Again, making everything easy is what's important about this car and what I love about it. Next up is charging. And of course, like any electric car, you want to be charging at home if you can, because that's where you get the ultra low prices, low tariffs overnight. And that makes electric cars so cheap, so easy to run as well. But when you do need to go on longer journeys and you need those kind of more ultra rapid chargers, having a Tesla, obviously you've got access to the amazing Tesla supercharger network. Of course, over time, this has been opened up to multiple other EVs or all EV brands in the UK, but there are still some Tesla, lockdown ones that I can visit, which is great. It just kind of adds more kind of capacity to my journeys. I've got more kind of choice of chargers I can use. I don't have to just use those ones, but there's more available to me because I drive this car. About this supercharger network, it's so reliable. I've never had an issue where it stopped the charging or it's been it's failed or anything like that. They're always reliable. If there is one that's not working or a fault's been reported, it'll tell me on my screen before I even connect to it. I'll go to a site and it'll say, 2D is out of order, please use other stalls. That's fine. Yeah, you can use other stalls. Obviously, the biggest thing is the price. It is, compared to other ones out there, it is so cheap. You've got sites that operate all the time charging 36 pence per kilowatt hour. I think when you compare that obviously to GridServe or Ionity or Shell Recharge, which are charging upwards of 80p a kilowatt hour now, that's exactly it. So I have been distracted because the Apple Cars map is driving past. So Apple Maps, there you go. I'll be on Apple Maps. If you can find me, guys, let us know. But yeah, back to the supercharger network. So yeah, it's so cheap compared to the competition. So I'm getting a 10 to 80% charge for about 15 to 20 pounds, whereas if I used grid serve, you're talking 40 to 50 pounds. And again, this just makes charging so much cheaper, and thus electric cars so much cheaper. You've even got some ones like the Manchester Service Centre one that I visited in a video. If you've not seen that video, click above and watch that video. But overnight, and the super off peaks, I think from 12 till 4 a.m, 20p per kilowatt hour for Tesla owners and Tesla supercharger members. If you're obviously not a Tesla driver, you can still use those chargers. That is cheaper than at home if you don't have a cheap overnight tariff. So if you can use them at that time, if it's not a massive inconvenience, then go and use those chargers because it'll save you money. I also love the fact the sites, they're always big as well. There's always a lot of chargers available, and the screen will tell you how many are available en route as well. And that's what's important, is we need many chargers, many locations with availability all the time. And Tesla are doing that. They're not doing stalls of 1 or 2 like other people are. They're doing, mass stalls anywhere from 8 and above. I've been to Hopwood Park and Rugby, where there's more than 30 Tesla superchargers there. So the availability at the moment is great, and it's only going to improve. And of course, they're going to open up because they want the transition to electric for everyone. No matter if you drive a Tesla or you drive a Polestar or you drive a Peugeot or a Skoda, that's what they want. So the Tesla supercharger network is definitely one of the biggest perks of obviously owning a Tesla. You get the cheaper prices, and B, you get even more availability due to the Tesla only stalls. There you go, guys. There's the things I absolutely love about this car. As you can see, it's this great car to have, and I would fully recommend you get it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you love about your Tesla and what pulls you towards buying one if you've not got one yet. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one.